Now remember, the entire crisis has been precipitated because Ukraine wanted to join the NATO military alliance. But as things stand, the West is not coming to Ukraine's rescue militarily. A key example has been the entire fighter jet transfer saga. So what exactly has happened and why is Ukraine not getting fighter jets from Poland? Now, Ukraine has repeatedly called for fighter jets from the West, jets that Ukraine can use to protect its airspace. The Ukrainian Air Force uses the Soviet-made MiG-29 in the Sukhoi fighter jets, but its Air Force has been outnumbered and outgunned by the Russian Air Force that seems to have superior weapons and better planes than Ukraine. Therefore, Ukraine wants more fighter jets to defend its skies. Ukraine probably has about 37 to 70 MiG-29s, all of them inherited from the Soviet Union back in 1991. The Ukrainian military pilots are not trained to fly the American fighter jets. They are far more equipped to handle the MiG or the Su planes. So what is it that is making Ukraine be so desperate to try and get hold of some fighter jets? Now, at this point of time, the Ukrainian pilots are fairly adept at flying these MiG-29s, and therefore the obvious choice of getting these fighter jets is Poland, which is why the NATO nation has been looking into a three-way deal with the United States. Poland will be donating its old Soviet-era fighter jets, the MiG-29s, to Ukraine. In return, Poland wants the Americans to give them F-16 fighter jets as replacement. But here's the problem: transferring fighter jets to Ukraine is not easy. The Polish pilots cannot fly them to Ukraine. This is because the Polish pilots are NATO pilots. This could, of course, mean a direct involvement, so here's what Poland has proposed. It is offered to send these jets to the US Ramstein base in Germany. Poland's proposal reflects its own sensitivity. The country is a part of a NATO military alliance, but it does not want direct conflict with the Russians. And neither does the United States, which has rejected this proposal on this technicality. Because if the jets were to be transferred by the American troops from a NATO territory, then this would, of course, raise the same problems. Now, Germany has also echoed the same concerns. It has said that it will not send warplanes to Ukraine.
Wir haben humanitäre Leistungen auf den Weg gebracht. Wir haben auch alle möglichen Ausrüstungsgüter zur Verfügung gestellt und, wie Sie wissen, auch einzelne Waffen, über die wir Sie informiert haben. Und ansonsten ist es aber so, dass wir sehr genau überlegen müssen, was wir konkret tun. Und dazu gehören ganz sicherlich keine Kampfflugzeuge.
Now, currently, NATO nations do not want to be direct stakeholders in the conflict. They're okay with sanctions, but they want to stay away from anything that could in fact escalate this. The only loser here is Ukraine, that is not getting the fighter jets that it needs. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.